The troops coming back are having birth defects in their children and are getting cancers early. So you go ahead and laugh. How about when your kid's got droopy eyes? How about when your kid dies of brain cancer, you son of a bitch? This isn't funny. And what happens to your kids and our veterans' children isn't funny. And what's been done to the Iraqis isn't funny. And it being done in America's name isn't funny. You're a punk. And then, by the way, the stuff we're showing is nothing. I mean, we got stuff so much horrible, they're shooting whole families up for fun. God help us. You know, the Army's own report from Abu Ghraib admits the rape of children in front of their parents as young as 4. And don't you ever do that in my name. And I'm sick of the neocon media telling me this is patriotism. This is demonic evil. And it's not on my soul. By the way, 3 million guns were sold in the month of December. You think the globalists think they can hire a bunch of thugs? You're going to come after us and you're going to win a fight? We're not looking for a fight. But you start it, you can't stand against people on the right. Remember that. Now go back to this evil.
Are they coming? You got that? You want the water? Water? Mike? Mike, keep running. Here. Here. You getting them? I'm getting them, son. Come on, we're almost there.
You little shoot it us! You little die!
Hurry up, want it? This thing's gonna run like 2 miles.
This kid's running forever. You know, your country stinks like ass. What you think about that?
No.
It sucks? Then it suck. You smell like ass too.
But the pictures from Abu Ghraib, you remember the excrement storm that pictures that look like a fraternity prank caused?
They don't know English, right? So I start cussing them out and saying all this and they can't understand me. And I say it with a smile, and they think I'm like being nice to them or something. I am an idiot. We beg too much.
This country.
Crazy Horse 1-8, request permission to engage. I'm picking up the wounded. Yeah, we're trying to get permission to engage. Come on, let us shoot. The Bushmaster, Crazy Horse 1-8.
Even on the blurred footage that's 3rd or 4th generation that we're seeing, you can see the little kids' faces looking out the car, and they know, and then they laugh about it later. That's got to be the most painful part about this, because this is destroying the name of our country.
Clear. Clear.
And I was thinking at the time when, how many civilians could have been inside there. I mean, just like any kind of conflict, there's people that are hiding inside of places. They're unable to come out of these buildings out of fear that they're going to be killed by the enemy or our enemy for leaving, or out of fear that they're going to get shot in the streets, because when they do, they come out and they do get shot in the streets trying to get away. I gave the order for them to use the missiles on the building, so we hit it, and then we stormed into the building, and there was two 14, well, looked about a 14-year-old kid, a 6-year-old kid, and a young, maybe this could have been her husband. I couldn't tell because he was so messed up, and a woman that was bleeding, not severely, and all she was screaming, "Why, Laish, Laish?" But I started to cry. I wanted to rip my hair out, what hair I did have, and go nuts.
So there is a person with a soul, but the addled, psychically retarded people that are already in the devil's grasp, they think it's funny. A family that has some sheep, that is their entire investment, their entire life, they're going to starve. Iraqis are starved by the hundreds of thousands on record. And they just, let's throw a hand grenade in. In fact, there's videos of the family they catch in the woods getting some firewood, and the government says you can't do that. So they run over their family car.